There it is, the Staples Center. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the center filling out the middle. Now here's Beverley. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
The shot's good on the assist by George.
Beverly has strength to go along with a tremendous amount of quickness and a nice job on the break that time.
Doncic looking it over. From the stripe, it's rebounded by Leonard.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And George, here we go. Yep, that one goes.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Beverly against Doncic. And the pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. To the middle, 5 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas also making a switch. Curry's checked in for Doncic. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Harrell. Back to George. Pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Now here's Curry. Passes to Hardaway. Down low. Outside Curry. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Mavericks trailed by 11. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Hardaway. To stop the run. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
He's a decent scorer, and Hardaway can get it going, so he draws defenders' attention and gets the call that time.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Dallas also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in to the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Los Angeles leading by 11. Now here's Jackson. Outside Williams. The pass to Harrell. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Here's Curry, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Curry.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Williams. Up and in on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. Takes it off the glass.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Jackson against Brunson. It's tipped. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Williams with the block. And he gets it back. Brunson, good. Jackson with it. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a... Just catching up with Montrezl Harrell, we mentioned his activity.
That's where I put really a lot of passion.
Greg, I know you agree. Few guys bring his brand of intensity.
And he's added skills. He's a threat to score on the blocks. He passes out of double teams. Harrell's one of the more improved players over the last few years.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Harrell. Landry Shamet is out there with JaMychal Green. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Williams at the 2. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Williams has got his second basket.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
And it's Doncic missing. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley-Stein. And Porzingis subbed in for Maxi Kleber.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Here's Doncic. And that one hits back iron. Clippers leading by 11. Morris passes to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Yep, it counts. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding on what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Mavericks making the shot. George with the bucket.
Well, Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
Here's Powell, and the shot goes in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. That one falls. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
The shot by George, no good. Stolen by Beverly. Outside for George. From deep three-point range. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Beverly missing.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And again, Dallas turns it over.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Harrell, he's checked in for Zubas. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Seth Curry comes in for DeLon Wright. Now here's Beverly. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Morris with the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Beverly against Doncic. And Curry has it in the corner. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Porzingis on the follow.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass, and Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Now here's George. 9 points in the game so far. Dishes to Beverly. Back to George. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
A different look for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Dallas, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Curry can't get it to go. George against Brunson.
Oh, yes, sir. Paul George more and more comfortable at creating some offense for himself using the bounce.
Inside. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Curry.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Paul George, he's been the guy making.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1. And that's...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Now, you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in its small forward. Now here's Leonard. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Unreal. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim for that finish.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And he makes that one. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Hardaway against George. The shot off that time, and the Mavericks going the other way now. And Doncic gets it to go. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here is George. 14 points for him. He feeds it to Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. It's stolen by Morris. Now here's Leonard. Defense right on him. Here's Zubac. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 18. Doncic. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's George. That one doesn't go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Goes up. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Out to Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now here's Harrell over Cauley Stein. Another shot. Green breaking loose, and it's Harrell missing. Mavericks trail by 16. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley Stein is he's up and over the top of everyone.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
And here is Williams. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got 6.
Such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside. It really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Cauley Stein. Williams looking over the floor. Harrell, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Well, he's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He has 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shamet the pass to Harrell. Mavericks with the rebound. Brunson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Shamet. Curry with the defensive effort. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Williams is out there with Jackson, and it's Shamet in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
And it's good for 2.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Clippers leading by 12. Williams dishes to Jackson. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Passes it to Brunson. Outside Curry. There's the feed to Cauley Stein. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Williams against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Kleba, the pass to Cauley Stein. Williams with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Doncic outside. The putback. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Leonard inside, working on Cauley Stein. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Marcus Morris comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
From deep, George. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Hardaway. And they pick up 2. 6 points for Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
George against Hardaway. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Beverly against Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Doncic against Leonard. Stolen by Zubac. It's tipped. Pass to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The 3 from George. That doesn't go either for George.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside. Hardaway, no good. Clippers leading by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Now George. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
From deep. And no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Finney-Smith offline. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win, and thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. The 3 for Doncic. Here's Powell. Pass to Doncic. Tries again. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Inside. Here's Durant. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Allen.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Here's Porzingis. Finished off the break.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Irving. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Doncic. Out to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Nets.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Dinwiddie, he doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Porzingis. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Finney Smith passes to Powell. Good work defensively by KD. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Allen's shot is off.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Passes it to Finney Smith. Now here's Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
Left side, Irving. Now here's LeVert. Defense is right there, and the layup's good off the glass. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Well, Karis LeVert giving you a glimpse into how high that vertical goes. That is nice.
Irving against Doncic. There's the pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 6.
Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
It's his first trip to the line.
Well, think about Mr. Jared Allen. He was not the first family member to get picked in the NBA draft. Let's remember, his dad taken by Dallas in the famous 1985 draft. His dad, however, would go on to have a playing career in Europe.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. To the middle, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Curry. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And the technical free throw is good.
Well, similar to his brother Steph, Seth is a knockdown shooter. This guy's a crafty combo guard with a number of tricks up his sleeve.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
And a high-scoring first. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Jalen Brunson. DeJuan Wright is out there with Maxi Kleber. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Cauley Stein in at center. And the Nets with possession here. After the Mavericks pick up 3. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Irving, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Now, here's Kleber. Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets trail by 3. 3 on 3. Luwabu's shot is off. Cauley Stein goes in. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Wright, here we go. Count it. Wright's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Rebounded by Hardaway. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Doncic outside, and there's the defensive 3-second call.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Now here's Hardaway. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 6. Doncic against Dinwiddie. Here's Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Down low, here's Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
LeVert the pass to Allen. Picked his pocket. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
Here's Dinwiddie. It's blocked. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And he gets it to go. And now it's an 11-point Dallas lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Porzingis finds Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Durant with the steal. And so it's Dallas ahead by 9. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations. And that'll...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. To the paint. Stolen by Allen. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Irving's got 6.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Pass to Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Dinwiddie. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And so here is Dallas after the basket by Brooklyn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Irving misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Now here's Prince. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Nets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And so he hits the technical free throw. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu. Irving up top. Brunson covering. And the shot goes in. Irving's got 9 points.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Here's Cauley Stein. Kleba kicks to Curry. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly, but he gets it back. Dallas moving the ball around. Inside. Goes up again, and that one goes long. Brooklyn trailing. Jordan dishes to Prince. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Prince has got 4 points this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Curry on the wing. Guarded by Jordan. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Powell comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Luka Doncic.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. The feed now to Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Brunson. In the corner, it's Kleba. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Nets, Durant comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Prince. Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Here's Durant. Doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you can see the quickness of Dwight Powell on the drive. He can catch defenders off guard.
For Dallas, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Durant. KD's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Curry is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
And he's good on the second.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
It's Curry with the drive, and good that time.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Irving double team. Here's Allen. Drops in the layup for 2. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Curry finds Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Back to Irving. And now Curry running the floor all by himself.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Nets trail by 8. On the way, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
I think it might surprise people that Joe Harris does not mind contact on the interior. That's a nice shot. Wow.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Porzingis against Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving? One of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Curry passes to Porzingis. The rebound by the Nets. KD's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dinwiddie attacking, and he gets the bucket. And now just a 4-point Dallas lead.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Count it, good.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Hardaway against Irving. To the middle. Here's Powell. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half. Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. Got loose. Out to Harris. It's Durant on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Yeah, and KP, he's not shy about creating some contact there. He might have a slender frame, but he is not afraid.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. LeVert's checked in for the Nets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Seth Curry. For the Nets, this one not looking good. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The pass to Allen. Down low, Durant. Bucket is good. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Doncic looking it over. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
To the left side wing. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Fader on the way. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard in the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points. Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
And Irving comes to help. Here's Powell. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
One of Jared Allen's best qualities is his motor. That activity paying dividends with his scoring.
Hardaway passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Doncic dishes to Powell. And here is Doncic. From deep. Off on that one. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
for the land of the...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the small forward. Now, here's Ariza, and there it is for him. On tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard outside. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Anthony on the wing. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. It's good.
And the touch Nurkic has inside, I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
Hardaway passes to Powell. Nurkic against Doncic. The shot's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to trying this out.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now, here's Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Doncic against Lillard. The drive by Doncic.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Trent's checked in. All free throws good from Doncic. And here are the Trailblazers now. To the inside. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Porzingis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he has really great coordination to go along with the body control. Porzingis able to convert some tough baskets.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Out to Anthony. Pass to Nurkic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Right side, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Doncic outside. The tray. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. A different look now for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Little in for Trevor Ariza. Shot clock at 6. Cauley Stein finds Curry. Cauley Stein. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. To the middle, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
but because of Whiteside's instincts and awareness, he can pretty much block anything in his proximity.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Portland. Right, left side. Poked away, stolen by McCollum. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Pass to Collins, and Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McCollum passes to Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the game to go. Curry looking it over. Inside. Stolen by McCollum. Here's the break. Hood gets the bucket.
Great job of staying engaged right there. Hood's opportunistic attitude helping him grab steals like these.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry kicks to right. He feeds it to CLA Stein, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
For Portland, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Little with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 3 on the clock. It's all tied in Portland. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian...
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and Hood work together in the backcourt. Collins is out there with Little, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now Lillard. And there's the pass to Whiteside. From the arc. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Whiteside. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Here's CLA Stein. Sinks that one from the post. CLA Stein's got 6 points.
He has such a strong presence inside. CLA Stein can be a hard man to defend in the painted area.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Curry dishes to CLA Stein. Out to the wing. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Collins. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Little. Here's Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Now here's Ariza. D right on him. Anthony in the corner. Kicks it out to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit. Mavericks trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
.136 left now here in the second. Doncic against Lillard. This is it to Nurkic. Fires it up. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
Porzingis passes to Pop. Up top, Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Anthony. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Out to Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Lillard outside. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. It's Ariza on the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And during Ariza's career, he has established himself as an effective role player and fantastic outside shooter and a tenacious defender.
Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He hits both from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Cauley Stein against Hood. Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Left side, Hood. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Improving as a distributor.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And a deep 3 from Lillard. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long distance shot, you know it's cash.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Good on the shot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Portland leading by 4. Now here's Lillard. Dishes to Anthony. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Hardaway passes to Pop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. It's good on the putback. He has 7.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Little gets the bucket.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Poke loose. Lillard with it. Hardaway picks him up. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Curry comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Anthony in the corner. McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. The feed to Whiteside. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
What a vicious dunk by Whiteside. I mean, defense looks stunned. And his bench is going crazy.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, Jay, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
And the second chance effort by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
He plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
The 3 for Doncic. Buries it from 3-point range. Doncic has got 15.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Cullen passes to Whiteside. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam. Porzingis, and it goes down 2 points. That's now 8 points for Porzingis.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Curry against McCollum. Porzingis with the block. They retain possession. Lillard looking around. Goes back up. Anthony can't hit.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. DeLon Wright comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a 1-point game. Fast break. Here we go. For the finish. And McCollum with the slam.
Got to push McCollum out of the paint. When you don't do this, you risk getting dunked on.
The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Here's Trent. Over right. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Trailblazers. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Nurkic is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Jalen Brunson. The Mavericks trailing. Up top, Doncic. Ariza covering. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Powell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Mavs. The Trailblazers shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Tipped away. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Ariza. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Curry's shot is good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Pass to Nurkic. Wide open look. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
No, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for C.J. McCollum. The Mavericks also with a sub. Kleba's checked in. Powell, the pass to Kleba, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
On the clock. Over to the left wing. No good from Finney-Smith. Trailblazers trail by 3. Ariza passes to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Lillard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. To the paint, here's Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Oh, that's blocked. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And that one's good. Doncic has got 20 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
It's stolen by Curry. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with a small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Dallas moving the ball around. Curry passes to Powell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And giving up some inches inside that makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by the Mavs.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Six to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Portland making a change here. And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
And with very little time to spare.
Nobody near Lillard. No good with the triple. And here are the Mavericks now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Barea subbed in for Doncic.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Stolen by Collins. Here's Nurkic. Banked in off the glass.
Bounce pass is the ticket there. Very nice assist.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes the break. Here's George. And the shot goes down.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Pass to Finney Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
Beverley, the pass to Leonard. And he banks in the layup.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 6-point game. Hardaway against George. Now Powell. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. That one good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's George. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Doncic feeling it out. Now the pass to Pop. It's stolen by Morris. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 10-2 run here.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Here's Hardaway. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Powell. 5 on the clock. To the right side. Here's Porzingis. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's Morris. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Wright, the pass to Curry. Back to Wright. Dallas needs to get off a shot. There's the lob to the hoop.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Williams. Pass to George. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Fires the 3. That shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And stolen by Wright. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Cauley-Stein kicks to Curry. Back to Cauley-Stein. And stolen by Harrell. Curry with the steal. Kleba the pass to Curry. Rebound by Williams. Right side Jackson. 4 seconds left. And the layup is good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, Maxi Kleba is out there with Cauley-Stein. And there's Seth Curry. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Brunson in at the point. To the paint. The kick out to Wright. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Kleba. And the rejection by Harrell. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Jackson. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Kleba. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters.
Right, left side. Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. There's Shamet. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses, protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
On the wing, Williams. Clippers moving the ball around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Prager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And it's Shamet missing. Mavericks trail by 16. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Porzingis. Hardaway. It's hauled in by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And it's denied. Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. On the wing, Morris to the middle. A double clutch. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Out to Hardaway. Doncic outside. The Clippers grab the miss. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half. And it's Leonard with the jam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Here's Powell. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Powell. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Beverly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Doncic against Beverly. Powell. That's good.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Beverly against Doncic. Morris passes to Zubac. He kicks it to Beverly. The pass to Zubac. Launches a 3. And that one's good. Shamet's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Mavericks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
15 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's George for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Mavericks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Free throw drops for Wright. And so Wright nails both of them. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. It was all about the Clippers as the game got going. And he really was a throw-in. And that does it for our halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Powell. Outside, George. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got his first bucket in this one. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Everly with the ball. Back to George. Clock at 6. It's good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Leonard inside. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Pass to Doncic. Now here's Porzingis. To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell, and Curry subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that one, good.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. And the layup falls. 6 points for him.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Passes it to Harrell. Takes a 3. The shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. Up the floor. Pass to Harrell. Outside Williams. In the corner. George with it. A 3-ball. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Doncic trying to get open. No good on the shot. Clippers leading by 17. And here's George. Curry with the defensive effort. 1:09 left in the third quarter. A pass to Porzingis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
The 3 from George. That doesn't go either for George. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And it's sent back by Leonard. Harrell kicks to George. He feeds it to Morris. Outside Williams, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. The Clippers also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Brunson against Williams. Right side, Green. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 15. Wright finds Brunson. Back to Wright. Here's Curry. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
They got Cauley-Stein, Jalen Brunson out there with Wright. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. 5 to shoot. And Harrell slams it in.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Wright against Williams. And Wright, here we go. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Green. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Beverley dishes to Jackson. Back to Beverley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Patrick Beverley is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
First free throw is good. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 18. Curry's shot is off. Harrell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And that one's good. Beverley.
Right in Beverly's wheelhouse, finding space. Quick release off the catch. Money.
Finney-Smith passes to Curry. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. High post shot. He's off on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Mavericks trail by 20. Here's Finney-Smith. Powell finds Curry. And here is Cauley-Stein. To the middle, the 8-footer. Lays it up off the glass. Cauley-Stein's got his first points in this one.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Jackson up top. There's the pass to Harrell. Over Cauley-Stein. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist from Jackson. And it's 6 points from Montrezl Harrell. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Powell. Cauley Stein with it. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Beverly. Lets the three fly. The Mavericks pull it in. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Finney-Smith. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Jackson down low. Guarded by Kerr. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Doncic. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And it's Beverly missing. There's 45 seconds left in the game. It's Powell on the wing. Passes to Doncic. Shoots from 12. The shot comes out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And that one's good. Shamet.
Yes, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Now Shamet. The three gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... It's all happening in Dallas, Texas. It's the NBA on 2. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Here's Irving. Second chance shot, and that one's good. Durant.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here's Doncic. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Allen.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
Here's Hardaway. After the made shot from KD. The shot by Powell, no good. Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's LeVert, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Man, what an athlete. Once he gets ahead of steam, Karis LeVert is impossible to stop. Good luck trying.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid he only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level. And he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Here's Allen. No good. Shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Porzingis can't hit.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Powell. Here's Powell. The pass to Doncic. Back to Powell. On the wing, Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And then Durant with the jam.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
On the wing, Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Doncic outside. Inside. Powell. And it's sent back by Allen.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce.
Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Hardaway. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Doncic looking it over. Looking to end the run. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. DeLon Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Yes, that goes in. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nets leading by 7. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Irving kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. On the wing, Harris, guarded by Curry. No good from Jordan.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Luwawu. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
No good from Jordan. Here's Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Mavericks have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Free throw good by Curry.
And just like his brother Steph, Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
That's tipped. Nice hit again. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets out in front, up 5. And we'll be... And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to fix.
I think you get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
A precision pass with Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And Clark, the second time was the charm for Seth Curry. Last season, he returned to Dallas after they let him go to Portland for a year.
Greg, sometimes we've seen it on the court, sometimes we see it in life. I mean, you don't miss something until you don't have it. And Seth is more than just a shooter. He's a great shooter, but he's also a very reliable ball handler. He's unselfish. He doesn't take anything for granted. He plays hungry. And Dallas realized the mistake they'd made and went about correcting it. You know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as it used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Wright, and Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Durant's checked in for Prince. Karis LeVert comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Seth Curry. And a change for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Harris on the double team. Shot clock at 5. Durant with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Durant feeling it out a bit. LeVert with the wide open look. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
No good from Durant. Mavericks trail by 3. To the paint. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Cauley-Stein.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Allen. Powell with the steal. Finney-Smith. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Levert the pass to Durant. Nets passing it around. Allen's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Cauley Stein, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 3-point Maverick lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Curry comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wright, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Karis LeVert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the middle, Porzingis with the steal. Inside, here's Curry, and he converts the layup. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Kleber finds Porzingis. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Nets trail by 3. Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. Pass to Luwawu. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, you know, you've got to really appreciate DeLon Wright's relentless desire to get better. I mean, this guy's constantly trying to hone his craft.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Curry with the steal.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here. Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Irving, and it's Wright sending it back.
Well, he's got such length at 6'5" in the backcourt. Perhaps surprised the shooter there and came up with the block.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Curry from deep 3-point land. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mavericks on D. 4-point game. KD against Doncic. Durant, the pass to Allen. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Stolen by Durant. Dinwiddie with it. Hardaway picks him up. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Doncic against Irving. Allen. No good. That would have tied it. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets.
Boy, a stalwart defender who knows his strengths on offense. I mean, Allen is a fantastic two-way threat, and he wants to get better. This is a guy whose future is bright.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. For the tie, and it's good on the layup. Allen's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
Doncic against KD. Outside Hardaway. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Durant with the steal. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break for the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, you know, it's all about running the right set. And right there, Harris does just that to capitalize.
KD against Doncic. Stolen by Allen. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Porzingis passes to Cauley-Stein. Count the basket. Cauley-Stein's got 8.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's KD. Here's LeVert. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Doncic outside. To the inside. Cauley-Stein passes to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And that one, good.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Dinwiddie. The second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
On the wing, Doncic. Down low. Here's Cauley-Stein. Pass to Doncic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. The lead is 2. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. Mavericks making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Caruth is checked in for the Nets. A three-pointer is right on target.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
To the paint. Here's LeVert. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Curry. It's Cauley Stein, top of the key. Outside Jackson. Back to Cauley Stein. Got it. Good job in the low post. Cauley Stein's got 4 this quarter.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's Irving. And the Nets miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Mavericks leading. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. To the middle. Powell kicks to Cauley Stein. 4 on the shot clock. Curry outside. Jordan with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. That's it.
A shot's good from Irving. Irving's got his first basket.
And Karis LeVert is a very willing passer, somebody who's always looking to set up his teammates, actually focuses on doing that.
Now Brunson. Outside Curry. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Outside for Curry. Pass to Cauley Stein. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Brunson the pass to Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And it's Prince penetrating. That one drops for him.
Boy, the attacking mentality of Prince right there. You love that. If he has a lane, he's not going to wait around. He's going to hit it right away.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Powell. And stolen by Prince. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Then for the Nets, Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Harris subbed in for LeVert. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Seth Curry. And Hardaway gets it to go. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And Powell is a really reliable defender. I mean, he's excellent using his length and his quickness to throw shooters off.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Tim Hardaway picks one up. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
They get a hand on it. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here is Allen. Out to Harris. Back to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Doncic outside. Porzingis passes the pop. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And Powell unafraid to take big shots, fully confident in his ability to knock them down.
And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by Irving.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's KD. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
1:02 left to play here in the fourth. Doncic outside. Inside. Powell shooting foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Nets making a change here. LeVert's checked in.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both in.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. The dish to Powell. Excellent D there from Allen. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Durant finds Dinwiddie. LeVert in the corner. Outside Irving. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Lillard, here's Nurkic, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Nurkic, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And both free throws good for Nurkic.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
Powell finds Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway with it. Down low, out to Doncic. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And McCollum with the slam.
How about the experience paying off here as Ariza excellent at noticing that his man was wide open.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Now Powell, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Passes it to Porzingis. Over in the corner, Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Pop. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Any coach likes it when a guard gets in there and stays active on the glass. Hardaway Jr. did it that time.
And it's Lillard again missing.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Doncic passes to Powell. Now Porzingis. Back to Powell. Right wing. And there's the pass to Porzingis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. His three-pointer's off the mark.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Lillard left side. Nurkic finds Lillard from deep three-point range. Lillard again missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Dallas with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
Dallas shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he knocks down the first one. Dallas making a switch here. White's checked in, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far, that's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Kleber. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. Ball's knocked loose. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Whiteside with it. Now right defender. Collins wide open. He fires. Portland no good that time either. Cauley Stein dishes to Wright. Back to Cauley Stein. Curry outside. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. The wide open shot by Little. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy...
I think he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Hood. Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the point guard position. Cauley Stein kicks to Curry. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively.
Wow, hammering it in.
Awesome jam from Whiteside there, really dropping the hammer.
Maverick shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Passes to Brunson. Outside Curry. Out left to the wing. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving the ball around. He's all alone. And Hood the bucket on the assist by Collins.
Yeah, Hood hustling and running the floor so well in transition.
Outside Curry. To the middle. And stolen by Whiteside. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Hood for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from. And Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
He gets it in there. Brunson's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now here's Hood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Pretty good at slicing to the cup there. Rodney Hood makes a good read and gets into the seam.
Hood against Curry. Whiteside sends it back. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, you could see when Whiteside put the ball down to drive that he was going to do everything in his power, and he's got a lot of that to flush it.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Little. Here's Hood. And stolen by Wright. Here's Curry. That shot off. And it's Portland the other way. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Hood gets the bucket.
Close to the rim and having an intent to score. That's an assertive play from Rodney Hood.
And Rodney Hood, not a big name player, Bones, but he's earned a ton of minutes wherever he's played over the course of his career.
A lot of people just really happy for Rodney Hood that he can continue his career coming back from a torn Achilles, and that's no easy task. So for him to just be back out on the floor and contributing in any way is a great sign.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Good work there as it goes.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Left side Ariza. 54 seconds left in the first half. Dishes it to Whiteside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Porzingis with the steal. To the inside. Here's Finney-Smith. Ariza covering. Doncic against Lillard. Here's Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. Now Lillard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Doncic passes to Powell. Hardaway with a wide open look. Off target from outside. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each, and Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you feel about it? And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Dwight Powell really having a great game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in its small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. The 3 for Doncic. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still clangs one off the rim.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Doncic.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard with no one around. And the three ball is good. Lillard's got 5.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp. And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
McCollum passes to Ariza. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Hardaway. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Little. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Nurkic.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Curry passes to Porzingis for Hood, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
In general, Porzingis' size is problematic. The D is not going to have any option but to foul him.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Rodney Hood. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Trent. The feed to Whiteside. And that one drops for him. Whiteside's got 10.
Whiteside working on having a better all-around feel for the game, and that time makes a solid read.
Down low, here's Cauley Stein. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And here's McCollum. Right side up top. Outside Anthony, beyond the arc. Nailed from 3-point land.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. 3rd quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Nurkic against Cleveland. Pass to Curry. Pocket 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Kleba, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Anthony's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That's going to send Damian Lillard to the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
The dish to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Curry with the steal. Right side Porzingis. Nurkic with the block.
And Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
Here's Curry. They shoot again. Doncic outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And it's Ariza with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a three-point game. McCollum outside. Anthony on the wing. To the paint. Doncic with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Pushing it up. Curry, good.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Lillard finds Nurkic, and easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Mavericks trail by 3. On the wing, Doncic. To the middle. Powell, the pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Curry from deep three-point land. They get it back.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Kicks it to Ariza. Pass to Anthony. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Seth Curry. And a switch here also for Portland. Trent's checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Inside. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Powell.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Trent. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Stolen away, and there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here. .58 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. He dishes it to Nurkic. Second shot opportunity. To the paint. Here's Trent. Kicks it out to Ariza. Pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
The pass to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Anthony on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. And so it's Portland winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.